This is the outside of the 2020 Auto Sleeper Burford Duo. As I move along, I will firstly come to the LPG fill point. To remove the dust cover, just push in and twist and it will pop out. Our UK gas fillers just slide directly over the top of this section just here, and then it's just a matter of rotating a lever around and then pulling that lever towards you to lock it onto the side of the motorhome. Once it's locked on, then just a matter of holding a button down to put in as much gas as you want, or you just wait until it clicks off exactly the same as a fuel pump does. To release it, just push the lever back, twist and pull towards you. This centre part here is to take the screw-in continental adapters. To view how much gas is in the tank itself, we need to come to the driver's side, and the gauge is just located here. This gauge can only be viewed when the engine is running, and you'll get a series of green lights letting you know how much gas is in the tank, and as you use it they will slowly go out. The gas tank itself is underslung underneath the motorhome and sits just here. In an emergency, the gas can be shut off, and all we do is we just pull this lever here and drop the front off, and then you'll see that there's a brass tap just there. Just rotate it to isolate the gas. If I just slightly move further along, you can see the regulator just there, and also the crash valve just there. So if there was a problem in any shape or form, what would happen is this valve here would automatically shut the gas off into the van. These can sometimes be triggered if you go over a bump violently, and to reset these, just push where my finger is just here, hold it in for about 4 or 5 seconds, and it will then reset the crash valve and then allow gas back into the motorhome. Next we have water into the van. So if we just push in, twist, we can literally just pop a conventional hose pipe into here to fill up the fresh water tank. The cap can be locked. Mains hookup just here. Just remember that when removing the hookup lead to push down on the blue lever just there to release it. External TV and satellite points just here, and another 12-volt plug-in point. So if you're on a site and they've got their own aerials, you can directly jack into their feed. Water again into the motorhome, this time using the whale filler. So this collapsible hose just has a standard hose lock attachment at the end of it. Connect it to a tap, plug it in to the side of the van, and then once it's plugged in, slide down on the grey part here to lock it into place. Turn the water on, turn on the control panel inside and allow water fill, and then this will commence filling the fresh water tank up. Once it's full, it will automatically shut itself off. If you are on a fully serviced pitch, you can literally just leave the tap turned on, and as you are using water, it will just constantly replenish the tank. To remove it, slide back up again, squeeze in on the 2 buttons either side, directly beneath that we have the fresh water drain just there, and then if I move across, we then have the grey water drain just here. So anything that goes down the plug holes goes into the holding tank and then drains off at this point. Spare wheel just in the carrier just there, and there is an air line that is connected to the spare wheel, and the valve is just here. so you can check the tyre pressure and top it up if required without having to actually drop the spare wheel itself. Rear corner steadies are fitted to this motorhome, and as you can see I have already wound this one down, and then there's another one on the other side just to firm the back end up when stationary. Access underneath one of the beds. And then right at the rear we have the location of the cassette toilet. To remove the cassette, just lift up on the blue lever and pull towards you. Before use, undo the cap and then just add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. This is also where it empties from, so just remember that when you are pouring it away, to hold the button in here just to release the vacuum inside. It's also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is fine. By turning this part here, we can gain full access inside for cleaning. If any debris was to wrap itself up around the float mechanism inside, giving you a false reading that the cassette is full, it can be removed just here and cleaned. All of these cassettes are now on wheels with pull-up handles. Reversing camera just up here. Tow bar just here. As we come round to the other side, we have an external 3-pin socket, the barbecue point. So at the moment the adapter itself is still attached on a cable tie, so just remove this and then attach the hose of the barbecue to this rib section just here and secure it with a Jubilee clip. This end here plugs in where my finger is and will then lock into place and allow you to turn the gas on. To release it, just push the collar towards the van and it will then release itself. Beside that we have the flue for the Truma combi boiler. We do not need to do anything with this, but just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. We then have both vents for the Dometic fridge freezer. As this is a fully winterized motorhome, it is supplied with fridge winter covers. You'll see that I've installed the top one just here, just to show you. When installed, the fridge will then only vent from the lower parts, thus holding heat in cold climate to make it run efficiently. Make sure that these are removed in the summer months, or otherwise the fridge will just overheat. When installing them, start at the top, put it in at an angle so it hooks underneath, and then snap it into place, and then with a flat-headed screwdriver just turn the clips to lock it on. Above that we then have the vents for the microwave. Electric step just here. This operates just inside the door, just here. The step will automatically put itself away when the ignition is started. Wet locker just here. Then we have the two-lay roll-out canopy. The awning winding handle is located just here inside the habitation door. Just pop the winding handle just into here and then just wind the canopy out. As you can now see, I've wound the canopy out a short distance. So I will now drop the legs to support it. I prefer to do it this way because you're then not putting too much stress onto the top of the motorhome. The legs are sprung loaded. So just push and then it will release itself and you can then drop it down. Undo the lever just here, slide the leg down and then get the awning at the height you require and then snap it up into place to lock it. Then do the same again with the other leg. Now we're supported, we can continue to roll the awning out and just walk the legs out as we do so. The awning is now fully out, so you can see that the arms are nearly straight. Once this is out, we can then come to these parts just here and unclip them and then bring them across and then snap them into place. This will then give more strength to the awning itself. As you can see, the awning doesn't have to be fully out for these to clip into place. Diesel fill just here. We have first aid kit, warning triangle, and the toolkit is just located just under this section just here. Bonnet release just here. Add blue top up just here. It will let you know on the dashboard when the add blue needs topping up. Coolant just here. Brake fluid just here. Oil just here. If the motorhome did need to be jump started, we have an earthing point just here, and then the positive is just here.